Um, so I told Alex, I'm like, go fill that prescription. I want to start it now. You know, I'm like, nothing's going to happen. Nothing bad's going to happen if I'm using it and I don't have it. And I mean, if the results come back tomorrow saying it's negative, I'll just stop taking it. But I'm like, I want to get a jump start on this because I feel like I'm on death's door. Like, I'm just like, I can't deal with this anymore. So he's like, okay. So he went and he filled it. And I took the first dose was 2 pills and then 1 pill a day after that for the remainder of the time. So I was like, okay. So I took the first dose and within a few hours, I think I started to notice a very, and I mean very slight difference. My throat was still very sore, but the odd time it wasn't as sore when I swallowed. But what started to happen is I started by the nighttime, I started to feel like things were stuck in my throat. Like I could feel like little bumps in there or something, like stuff was stuck in there. And I had tried having soup for dinner. Alex had made me this little noodle soup that we have that's really good when you're sick because it's usually easy to eat. It's just literally noodles and broth and very small noodles, right? So I tried eating that and I could only get the broth down. The noodles were actually like getting caught in my throat. So I'm like, this is not working. So I just had the broth. And that was fine. And then I had some lemon and honey and water. And I did some gargling with salt water and stuff like that. And anyways, then I finally was like, you know what? I'm just going to shine a light in my mouth and see if I can see what the back of my mouth, like towards my throat, looks like. Because I had looked at pictures of what strep looks like online. And I was just curious. And whoa, when I shone the light in there, I was like, okay, this is for sure got to be strep because there was red splotches all over and then there was like white, like bumps, which from what I read online, the white things that you get with when you have strep are like pus. It's totally disgusting. It looked awful. And I was like, I wonder if those white bumps of like pus is what I was feeling, like where it felt like things were caught in my throat. So I'm like, ugh. Anyway, so I managed to stay up for a couple of hours, caught up on some YouTube videos and things like that. I watched a lot of Dr. Phil. I watched some Ellen. And then, you know, Alex went to bed and I finished watching a bit of YouTube and then I got myself ready to go to bed. I thought I need to get more sleep. So I gargled with salt water. I had some water to drink. And then I used the throat numbing spray. Took a sleeping pill. And took the cold medicine pills that I have because I discovered that the cold medicine pills actually have Tylenol in them already. And it was the same dose of Tylenol I was taking for the pain. And so, but on top of it, it had a decongestant in there and all these other things. So I was like, okay, this should help my congestion and my pain instead of taking two different things. So I tried that and that seemed to really help. And I got a really good sleep on Sunday night. So when I woke up Monday morning, I was actually feeling a little bit better. And I got up and watched some shows and had some yogurt and applesauce for breakfast and took my medicine as well as my antibiotic, my second dose of antibiotic, and then I went back to bed and slept some more. And then a few hours after taking the second dose, I started to feel quite well, actually. My energy picked up a little bit, and it was like hour by hour, the pain in my throat was like getting less and less, and I was like, yes. And then I noticed I was starting to be able to taste some things as well. So anyways, Alex came home, and it was a long time for him to come home because we got snow yesterday. It started in the afternoon and it went all night into this morning. And I did do a little clip when it had started snowing yesterday that I'll show you now. So that was the snow, and so it gave him a long commute home. So he got home after 6 and made me some soup for dinner. And then we had my birthday cake. I was going to wait, and because I'm thinking maybe my mom will come this coming Saturday, to celebrate my birthday. And I thought maybe I should hold on to the cake with her. But I was like, nah. I'm like, I already missed it on my real birthday. I might as well just go ahead and have the cake now. So, so we had a piece of my ice cream cake, and it was so good. Here's my Dairy Queen Oreo Blizzard birthday cake. Yay! And I spelled my name right this year.
I think it was the last one.
Last year they spelled it Krystle. Remember that? I actually enjoyed it. And whatever little bit of throat discomfort I had, the ice cream, like the cold ice cream, really helped it. So that was really good. And yeah, just as the night went on, my throat felt better and better. My congestion got better and better. And yeah, so I managed to get my Christmas cards done last night, and then I went to bed and I had another good sleep. And I'm up today. Today's Tuesday. And here are the last pieces for Toy Mountain. Metallic twistable crayons, regular color twistable crayons, a book and phone set of Doc McStuffins, this cool like 3D puzzle, and then I am gonna donate the thing from the silent auction. Yay, that's right, Riley. Toy Mountain. And I'm still not 100%, so I'm gonna try to take it slow. I do want to try and get some Christmas gifts wrapped today, but I'm gonna take it slow. I'm being very careful, and if I feel like I need to sleep, I'm gonna go and have a nap. I have a little bit of congestion on this side today, though, for some reason, but I did take the cold pills. Oh no, I haven't taken the cold pills yet today. I should probably do that, because that does help with the congestion. And it's a better option than nasal spray. Nasal spray I know is not the best option. It can backfire, and it can actually rebound, or whatever it's called. Like, it can make the stuffiness worse. And also I have a heart condition, so I shouldn't really be using it apparently, but my cardiologist said like once in a while it's okay to use it, but I try to avoid it because apparently it can aggravate your heart problem. But yeah, so I'm on the mend. I just took my 3rd dose just before I started recording this, so we'll see how I feel after that. My throat really isn't that sore. It's like a little bit scratchy in here, but it's pretty good. And actually yesterday when I checked the back of my throat with a light, I didn't see any white spots, just some like pinkish blotches. So it's definitely, the antibiotic is kicking in fast. So I actually really wish I had have gone with my gut instinct and filled it on the Saturday, because I actually probably would have started feeling better on my birthday And then by now I'd probably be back to normal. So I wish I had started it the day earlier and just said to Alex, no, just fill it. I'm going to take it now, but whatever. But speaking of which, the clinic did call me at 7 p.m. yesterday to tell me that, yes, it is indeed strep throat. It's confirmed. And the woman's like, did the doctor that give you the prescription for the antibiotic? And I'm like, yes, she did. And she said, did she tell you to start it right away on Saturday or to wait until today? And I'm like, she told me to wait until today. And she goes, oh, well, your doctor, like my family doctor, the one that my usual doctor, said you should definitely start that right away. And I'm like, okay, well, I already started it the day before. Can you guys imagine if I had have waited until that phone call at 7 p.m. Monday? I would have felt like death by then. I mean, I could have been even worse. So I'm sure, I'm almost positive if I had have seen my regular doctor on Saturday, he would have had me start that antibiotic immediately, like without a doubt. He would not have made me wait until Monday because that's ridiculous. So anyway, we definitely tested, I definitely tested positive for strep. So I think this is the first time in my entire life that I've ever had strep. I think I vaguely remember when I was a kid having tonsillitis once, where they thought it was strep, but it turned out to be tonsillitis. But I don't really remember the feeling. Like I just vaguely remember because I was really, really little. So it's one of those hazy childhood memory things. But I think I had tonsillitis once, but I don't think I've ever had strep. I mean, this was, I've never experienced a sore throat this bad in my entire life. Holy cow. I hope I never catch it again. So anyways, I informed Margaret's mom that it was indeed strep and to be on the lookout because, like, I hope none of them catch it. But she said that they all had a stomach bug over the last few days where they all were, like, throwing up. But they didn't have fevers or anything. So I don't know if it was like a form of strep that they had. Because apparently with strep, like, you don't always get a sore throat. You don't always get a fever. Sometimes it can just be vomiting. So who knows if they had strep, or I don't know. I was exposed somewhere, so that's the most likely place. Or it could have been the town center, the movie theater, public transit. There's so many places, but it just seems suspicious that Margaret's mom had vomiting on Thursday night, and then Margaret had vomiting the week before, and now she's saying that the rest of them had vomiting over the weekend. So I don't know. But anyway, that's my update. So that's where I have been. I have been literally, for the most part, in bed. Just trying to sleep as much as I can and drink as much as I can and just trying to cope with that pain. But yeah, my throat's it's a little scratchy this morning because it was a little dry in here this morning, even though we have the humidifier going, which, by the way, someone said my ceramic Christmas tree was smoking in the video where I set it up. And I had to laugh because no, it wasn't the tree smoking. It's our humidifier that was coming up behind in the shot. So, and then someone else commented on the doll parts. This is the lupus baby. I have to just finish painting. I started painting her hair. I just have to finish that up and then she'll finally be done. But because I had to put away my workstation, I had to put her there for now until I can finish her. So yes, Christmas tree dolly parts. So I apologize if this video is so long, but I had like 3 days worth of stuff to catch you up on. And I still have my little Christmas thing going on, and I'm just basically using it as a calendar at this point. I'm still using it with I figure I started using it like that, why change it now? So I have it set to the 12th, December 12th right now. Sorry, I keep sniffling. It's just sinus stuff. So yeah. So that's about it. I don't want to make this video any longer than it already is. I'm sure it's super long. But of course, with the babies and everything, Elfie still did make her appearances every day. And so got some photos of what she did. So I'll insert those in this video so you guys can kind of see where she was at on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And I think I've caught everyone up to speed. I have 3 Christmas cards that I have to open. So maybe we'll end on that happy note showing the 3 new Christmas cards. And then I'll probably just end this video here for today. Like I said, I'm hoping to get some wrapping done and maybe watch a Christmas movie. I haven't started watching any Christmas movies yet that I usually watch every year. And there's like a week and a bit left till Christmas. So I need to get watching some movies, and being sick is a perfect time to watch movies. So yeah, I think that's my plans for today, and I don't really foresee filming anything else, you know, except for the countdown, I guess. But anywho, let's look at those Christmas cards real quick. Okay, so the first card came in this really cool looking envelope that's got like shiny stuff on it. And I don't want to show you the front because it has addresses and stuff. But this one is from my friend Andrea. Very cute. Yeah. And then we have this one from my friend Melissa. Look at the cute little puppy with the Santa hat and the candy cane. So cute. Aww. And lastly, this nice Christmas card from Kimberly of Kimberly's Cocoons. There's her babies. Very cute. So I'll be adding these Christmas cards to our beam. We already have some cards sort of scattered around already. So, yay! I'll definitely have to add those up there. Oh, and guys, look at how much it snowed between yesterday afternoon and today. Look at this. I don't know how well you can see it. Look at how much it's piled up by the tree. Yeah. Look at how on our garbage bin. Wow. That is a lot of snow. It has hit. It has hit. This is our first big snowfall, really. We've had a couple of flurries here and there, but they never stayed on the ground. So that's our first big snowfall. And nope, no schools were closed in this snowfall. I just had to laugh so much when I saw all these people, Herlonda and I don't know, who else? Colin and Katie, and all these different people that live in the south that don't really get snow often, that they got snow, and it was, to me, just a dusting of snow. Like it literally was just enough to cover the grass. And it was like their towns shut down. Like they were saying all the schools closed and businesses were closing. And I was just laughing because to us here in Canada, that kind of snowfall is nothing. Like that is nothing. That's just a dusting. So excuse me, I was just laughing so much at that because as you can see, this is a lot more snow here and everything is still up and running. It takes a lot to get schools to close for a snow day here. Like, I think there was only maybe once or twice total in my entire childhood that we had snow days where we had to stay home from school and they closed the schools. Other than that, I'm telling you, there was so many times that I was walking to school in knee-deep snow. Like knee-deep. No joke. But there was one year, and I can't remember how old I was. I'm going to say maybe I was in like grade 7, something like that. I was still young enough that my mom couldn't leave me home alone. So I must have been about 11 years old maybe. And we had a massive snowstorm, massive. And the snow was literally like up to your knees, maybe higher than that. And it was really bad. And it was a very bad blizzard where there was a lot of whiteout. So it was very dangerous to drive. And they closed the school that day. But my mom's work did not close that day. And her work was not too far from our home. You could probably walk there on a good day. You could probably walk there in like 10 minutes. So we were going to take the bus like 3 stops to there, but the roads were so bad that we couldn't do that. So we actually walked. My mom, like I went with my mom to her work because she had my grandma couldn't get over because the roads were bad. So my grandma couldn't get over to stay with me and I couldn't stay home by myself. So I went to my mom's work and we walked, and I will never forget that. It was so difficult to walk, and we had to walk like 1, 2, 3.5 blocks, I would say. Like I said, it's a 10-minute walk if there was no snow. But with snow, it slows you down because that snow was up to our knees. I mean, it was bad. They hadn't plowed the sidewalks yet, and the wind was blowing all the snow in our face. We could barely see. But anyways, we made it to her work, and I had brought some, coloring books and things, and my Walkman to keep me occupied and whatnot during the day. But yeah, I'll never forget that. That was a crazy storm. But yeah, there was a storm one year that is still a joke here in Canada. That they called in the army. They called in the army to help with snow removal. I don't remember how long ago that was now, but that was pretty funny. It's kind of something that we won't ever live down, I don't think. But yeah, I mean, it has to be really, really, really bad for them to close schools here. Otherwise, schools are open. The one thing that does happen frequently, though, is school buses being canceled because of the roads being too bad to drive. So if the school buses get canceled, but the schools are still open, then it's up to the parents to figure out how to get the kids to school So a lot of the times in that situation, if they can't get them there, then the kids just stay home. So then they kind of get a snow day that way. But I know, like, there were so many times where growing up, we would look outside in the morning and think, holy cow, this is a lot of snow, really bad blizzard. Please, please let it be a snow day. And we would call into the school and nope, school's open, school's still on, you got to come in. It's like, oh my God. So I think there was only once or twice in my entire school years that we had the school close. We always had to go in like deep, deep snow and snow blowing in our faces. We'd have to have like scarves like covering our whole face. All you could see is our eyes. So, yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that's Canada. Canada winter. We're used to it though. So I can understand how other places that don't usually get snow like don't know how to handle it. Because you guys probably don't even have snow tires, right? So I get it, but it's just funny to me because it's so, we're so used to it here. All right, guys, that's it. Enough rambling from me. I had to bring you up to speed on the last 3 days, so it's a lot to talk about. But now that we're all caught up, hopefully we can get back on track with Vlogmas and get going, and hopefully I'll be feeling 100% in the next couple of days. I'm almost there. I just have a bit of a headache. I think it's from the sinuses, so I'll have to take the cold meds and hopefully that'll help and I can get wrapping some gifts and start getting back into the holiday spirit. And then I hopefully will get to see my mom. Maybe on Saturday we can go to a movie or something like that to celebrate my birthday. So anyways, guys, that's it for this video. You won't get to see me switch over the countdown, but it's all right. You already missed it for like 3 days. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. And for everyone that saw on the community page or on Instagram that I was sick, thank you for all the birthday wishes and the well wishes. It was a crummy birthday this year, but hopefully, you know, I've had my cake now, and hopefully I'll get to celebrate with my mom and kind of make up for it and whatever. It is what it is. Nothing could have been done to change it. It's all right. Moving on to Christmas, and hopefully Christmas will be wonderful. All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.